Time now for Weather Watch with meteorologist Matt Makens.
Last time we chatted about kind of the drought situation, some surface water, stream flows and things for the spring and early summer. In this week's Weather Watch, let's chat about the April outlook and then the April through June outlook. There have been some notable changes happening in the weather pattern here over the last couple of weeks, so we'll touch on that first before we get to the outlook. So April so far has shown some change, and that change has been across the Pacific Northwest. This is early still, half the month, where we have precipitation shown across the country. The Pacific Northwest has shown some changes, finally getting some water. It's been quite dry here and also in California following December, but finally Oregon, Washington getting a little bit of water. So that's some change there. As far as the temperature pattern, we're still looking at colder than average temperatures in the greens, warmer than average in the yellows and oranges, but we're seeing kind of a shift here of these warmest temperatures, or excuse me, coldest temperatures that will be shoved up to the north and west as we go throughout the next several months. Heat will stay and build, kind of reinforce itself there across the southwest. So as far as changes, really it's the precipitation across the Pacific Northwest that has been the biggest change in April. Let's take a look at the outlook for temperatures and precipitation for the month, starting off with precip. As you look at the map, very dry across the west and southwest. There is some of that moisture indicated, kind of the white shades here, so we'll be near normal by the end of the month for the Pacific Northwest, mostly the Cascades there. But we'll also have water in the upper Midwest, around the Tennessee Valley, and out across the east. As far as the driest locations, again, west and southern states, sadly. As far as temperatures are concerned, where we had all that cold, kind of centered around the northern plains out to the east so far this month, that will continue to hold true. We'll probably begin to warm up in the New England states, around Florida, and certainly staying hot across the southwest. So how does this outlook change as we get into April and June? Very little change in terms of the precipitation and temperature outlook. We're still looking at temperatures to stay somewhat cooler than average the next 3 months for the northern plains, at times around mid-Mississippi, Tennessee valleys or so. Very warm, very dry down across the southwest. And then as we look at the precipitation, we'll be closest to normal in the Pacific Northwest, but very dry, very droughty there, if you will, across the west and southwest, and areas of moisture will be mostly off to the east and also the upper Midwest. So that gets us caught up on the situation where we are now in April and the next 3 months.